Hello and welcome to your daily sports update. Today is March 5th, but your report is for March 4th, 2024. Uh, my name's Lewis, and what we do is basically provide you some basic information as to what went on for the day Monday, the 4th, and hopefully you can have some water cooler talk for your workday on Tuesday. So we're going to try to hit these really quick. I'm trying to shorten these videos. I know that usually getting them 15, 20 minutes are kind of long, and it's supposed to be kind of short, so that's our goal. So we're going to start off with some football news. It was reported that the Giants will not use the franchise tag on Saquon Barkley, so if they don't come to an agreement of some sort, he is a free agent and will be able to sign wherever he so chooses. The big news was that the Broncos are reportedly going to cut Russell Wilson and take an $85 million cap hit. If you don't remember, Russell Wilson got traded from Seattle to Denver, played his one season there. They signed him to an extension before he even played a game, and that extension actually hasn't even started. So they're going to cut him before the extension is even being paid out. That's how bad they wanted to do this. So Wilson, if he clears waivers, will be free to sign with whoever, and Denver's going to actually take that cap hit. So, considered one of the biggest. I don't want to say flops because I don't think everybody entirely blames Russell Wilson. I do believe that there's a bit of culpability put on the Denver organization that they're not willing to give it some time and give him, kind of build around him. They just wanted him to do what they wanted, and it didn't work, so they're deciding to cut him. There are times, if you looked at some of the numbers, they were very comparable to other quarterbacks in the league, and they weren't bad numbers. They just weren't the numbers that the Broncos wanted. Again, Russell Wilson being cut and the Broncos taking the hugest isn't the right word, the biggest cap hit as far as I know. It is reported that, or not is reported, Jason Kelce had a press conference and announced that after 13 seasons, he is retiring from the Eagles. It was reported earlier this summer that they thought he was, or this summer, wow, I'm acting like summertime, earlier this offseason that he was going to retire after his team lost in the wild card round of the playoffs. But he denied it, saying that he hadn't decided it yet. But yesterday, he made it official. So Jason Kelce, in my belief, a first ballot Hall of Fame player. Made 6 postseason appearances, 2 Super Bowl trips, winning one of them. There was the one that he lost to the Patriots, the one they beat the Patriots, and then the one that they lost to Kansas City. He played his whole career with the Eagles. He was selected to 7 Pro Bowls, and he was a first-team All-Pro 6 times, including this most recent season that finished up. So, incredible career. Congratulations to him, and best of wishes in retirement. He does have an excellent podcast that he shares with his brother, and so I'm sure he'll put more time in that. Definitely put more time in his family. If you've not seen some of the video clips with his wife or with his kids, definitely he's got his next stage of life ready to go. All right, we'll go over some quick scores in men's college basketball. Top 25 action. There were only 2 games. Number 9 Duke won at NC State 79-64, and number 11 Baylor won at home against Texas 93-85. The new college rankings came out. Number 1 hasn't changed. Houston is number 1 still, receiving 52 of the top 25 AP votes. UConn moved from number 3 to number 2. They got 6 first-place votes and are same record as Houston, 26-3. And number 3 Purdue dropped from the second spot. They're also 26-3. They got 4 first-place votes. Top 20, the top 10 finishes out with Tennessee, Arizona, Iowa State, North Carolina, Marquette, Duke, and Creighton. So teams that fell out from the top 25 was Florida. And so new to the top 25 is number 22, Utah State, coming back into the rankings. On the women's side, there was no top 25 action. So What we will do is tell you that as far as the AP Top 25, South Carolina is still number one. Got all 35 first place votes, 29-0 record, the only undefeated team in women's women's college basketball. Number 2 is Stanford, up 2 spots from number 4. Number 3, Iowa, is up 3 spots. Ohio State's is down to number 4. They dropped 2 spots. USC up 2 spots to number 5. Texas down 3 spots to number 6. UCLA up 1 to 7. LSU up 1 to 8. UConn up 1 to 9. And NC State up 2 to 10. Biggest dropper would be Virginia Tech, who dropped 6 spots to number 11. Dropped from the top 25 would be West Virginia, who was number 24, went out. And Fairfield, 26-1 on the year, makes it into the top 25 at number 25. So congrats to them. On the ice, just a few games to report. The Seattle Kraken win at Calgary 4-2 over the Flames. Colorado Avalanche with a 5-0 shutout at home against the Blackhawks. The Blue Jackets win 6-3 at home against the Golden Knights. St. Louis wins at Philadelphia 2-1 in a shootout. The Panthers win at New York against the Rangers 4-2. And the Bruins win 4-1 in Toronto over the Maple Leafs. Those are your hockey scores. Some quick baseball notes. Ronald Acuna did get hurt, but he is expected to be ready for opening day for the Braves after a more thorough examination of his right knee found there was no serious issues. And so, good news for the Braves and young Acuna, the reigning National League MVP. And former AL MVP Josh Donaldson retires after 13 years in the big leagues. He made the announcement on the podcast of Sean Casey, another former Major League Baseball player. Donaldson's best season was in 2015 with Toronto. He had 41 homers, led the league in runs scored with 123. He drove in a league high 123 while scoring 122. Let me get my numbers right. And that year he got 23 of 30 first place votes for the MVP, finishing ahead of second place Mike Trout. And he was a top 10 finisher in the MVP voting 4 times. So congrats to Josh Donaldson and best to him as he experiences his new part of life. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your sports update for March 4th, 2024. Until tomorrow, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.